Yo, hey guys. So today, welcome back to another Roblox Lua scripting video. So today I got something really special. Um, it's unique in a sense. I do suggest that you know a little bit of scripting if you wish to alter this or in any shape or form. But it's self-explanatory. There's actually two methods for this. One is just like that, and one is like a tool where you click and the chat pops up like a radio. Like climbing Mount Everest radio or you know something like that. So all right, so let me just do a small demonstration. I'll do single player for now because the other one, the two testing with two players, takes forever to load. For me, note that the message filtering only works in game, not in studio, because I know a bunch of guys doesn't. I bet you none of you guys are even up to this point of the video because you guys just get the model and you guys ask questions like problems and issues, even though I already said it on the video. It just shows to me that you guys don't watch the video. Okay, so all right, so I was gonna say hi. It's small here, but it's big once you play the game. This is actually the regular Roblox size. So you can click view. It says hi, and you know, of course, there's the global chat, which is everybody. Then I'm in the police, so if I also go to the team, I can type here, and only people on my team can see this chat, and that's typically it. And you can, of course, hide and open it. And of course, I'll explain to you this tool here. You can put any handle you want. I just made a basic tool. So if you click on it, it's like there's a way you can, if you click on it, this chat will pop up like a radio. So you can just give this tool to a certain team, and it'll pop up for them. So if you want like only the police to use the radio and have a certain team chat, then you can give the tool to that team. But I'll show you how to implement that though. Alright, so let's start. So the basics is first is the main chat. There's a lot of stuff here, so you guys need to understand. But I'll try to go over each one quickly. So first is so each one has their own frame per se. There's visible like that. So as you can see, if I make this visible equals false, you see how it's hidden now. Yeah, each chat has this team chat or faction chat and global chat, which is overall. All right, so this is the the global button and the faction button. So in the faction box and the global box, you can typically type anything you want. Here it's text editable. So you know how you can click on a text box and click it again, everything disappears. Enabling this property makes it like enables you to click on it again and edit the text. And of course, there's this. Typically like a regular Roblox chat, you can click slash and it focuses on the text. It focuses on the text, so you can start typing when you click slash instead of just clicking on it, which can work both ways actually if you want to. Then there's this thing. Hold on, what is this? Faction Mongols. Oh, local fact. Script upper, script focus, lost connect. Oh, okay. All right, so this is so let me just move this to and global box right here. Mongols. Nope, I'm doing pastel green. Oh yeah, the teams are these ones by the way. Police and citizens. You see, each one has their own team color. This is the one that I use for my community game, the Hidden Road. I just altered it a lot because if it was in my version, it's a bunch of like a whole line of scripts, like hundreds of lines, because there's so many factions. Oh, the three factions. Anyway, that's important. So, all right. So that one focuses on the text when you click slash. All right. So hold on. Let me just check this. All right. So once you finish typing, there's the button. Like each chat has their own version of each text label or text button. It's like a duplicate. It's like a two chats. Each one has their own, but they're all typically the same scripts and everything. So yeah, so there's a global button, and there's the text button, or the faction button. So when you click faction, so this one's a police only. Medium blue is a police. It'll check if they're in that team, then get the message, fire it to the server. and name of the person sending it, and all of this would just typically makes it edit all the text, clear out, and wait send. So it's a little cooldown and fires to the server. Same thing for global button. However, this one checks if they're both in the citizens team and in the police team. So you want the police and everybody. You want everybody to type in the global chat, regardless of their team. Okay. So that's that. Now there is the global select and the faction select. So these are the buttons that you can alter to which chat you can use. So I did a little note here. So I said at this moment, citizens team slash global team can have their own team chat. What this means is that the citizens can have their own team chat. So if you were a citizen in the game, if you click team and type on it, every citizen in the game can type on it and the police won't know. It's like their own team chat. If you want to remove this, only police can use the ability to have, can only, if you only want the police to have the ability to do team chat and global chat and citizens only global chat, then you would take this script, copy it, remove this, and paste it, and just make this turn that to this, turn this into this. So just copy that, remove this, and paste it here. Yeah. Along with the faction select, same thing. This is the main one. So if you only want the faction, the police, use the ability to have the team chat. Just place that to and replace that with this. All right. These things really is just makes this just makes the yeah, this just makes the messages like line up properly, and it removes itself over time. The faction chat here. Once it's called to the faction, to the server, it will check for the team color: medium blue if you're the police, pastel green if you're a citizen. Typically, it clones the chat, which is like a frame that I clone and paste it into the faction or global, depending which chat you're typing in, the player is typing in. Magnifying, which the magnify thing, which you can click to magnify and see the chat if you don't see it. The message and the messenger name. So typically, the message is the message the player sent, and the messenger is the person who sent that message. So yeah, it typically just clones it, puts everything, the message to the message and the messenger name into the sender and parent it to the chat or faction. And was it? And there's also this thing of a counter. Let me just hide this. So this is F node and G node. So per se, it adds into that value, by the way. You can see it adds to the value. Yeah. So per se that let's say that you were typing in team and people are typing in global, this counter will count up telling you that you missed 5 messages that you didn't read yet. That's typically how it works. Just global F. And once you click on it, it'll think that you already read it, so just go back to 0, like a small notification system. Nothing really changed there. I mean, if you just keep this the way it is, and if you just change, just change the name, just change the names of these things, and just keep the same color, then all you have to do is implement it, and you really don't have to change anything unless you have add another team and you want them to use their own chat. Then all you have to do is, of course, if you want like a certain team, like certain teams to have their own chat, um, then you just add like in here, you just add like like if action the team color was a brick color that new pastel that new team. And so any script that you see the word team color, just put, if you add a new team, just click go towards the end and just do, and then the new, if or faction the team the color goes brick color, then the new team color, like that. So any script that involves that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I really don't want you guys to mess around with it. Because that's the downside of making script tutorials, is unless you didn't make the script yourself, it's hard for another person to understand how you made the script and how you wrote the script, unless you really know how to script so you can understand it. So yeah, that's typically much it. So after sending everything, you go to the server script. By the way, these are all the events. These are all the events. There's only 3. faction global. You didn't admin one because that's for custom admin panel. All right, so this one's unique. Once you click that, global button or faction button, it'll fire. So if you type something in the global box, click the global button, fires to the server with the message and your name, calls it, filters the text, fires back to the client or to every client. So it gets so every client can see everybody can see your message. This is the global. And at the same time, if you want to make it so people can see your text, I can see the chat in your Discord server. Just uncomment this and put the if you know how to check out my video of with webhooks. This is typically it. So every time somebody types something in global chat, you'll see in your Discord server. And if somebody types in if you to type in your faction chat, it will come here, filter the message, fire all client, filter sender, and of course right here, if faction chat, it'll check the if you yourself are in the same if your team color was it'll fire to all client, then it'll check every client will call this event, then the script will check if you're in the police team, then you can see the message, which all of this and cloning. And global, you really don't change anything because everybody can see it, so just automatic. So yeah, I heard you guys can't really read it properly, so there you go. There you go. I should have done the beginning. There you go. Oh, that's a bit far. And there you go. There you go. Okay. And now for the tool, which if you wanted to, like, if you click the radio, just to read this whole thing. If you wanted to make it like, so if you have radio and you click on it, and then the team chat pops up, like, Climb Mount Everest, that radio thing right there. Yeah, this is typically it. All you have to do is what I typically every comment here summarize is make this chat visible equals false, and the faction button, no, faction select, where is it? Yeah, that one equals false. Then in here, just read this, guys. These are instructions if you want to make it that way. Add this to here. So typically when you click like mouse to activated, so when you left click, then there's a local script, add a remote event in the regular storage, by the way. The instructions are here. And then the local script, what you would call it, check if your team color was medium blue, or in other words, if you were in the police, then make the chat pop up. So that's typically how the radio system works. So like I said, I really don't want you guys to mess with it unless you know how to script and read code. But if you just leave it this way and just change the name, don't change the brick color, don't change the team color, just like change the name to whatever you want, then you should be all set. Each team should have their own team chat. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, some comments, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.